Hey guys, welcome back. Back with another video. So if you guys can like, subscribe, greatly appreciate it. And let's get into it.
We had some big time news around the association today as well. Remember, this guy won an MVP with the Oklahoma City Thunder, two-time Finals MVP as well. Kevin Durant traded to the Houston Rockets for Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, the 10th pick in this week's draft, and 5 second-round picks. But here's the thing: KD was on a panel when he heard the news live. Let's check it out.
Kevin Durant, the 27 points per game legend, 2 times Finals MVP and 4-time scoring champ. Now 36 and on his 5th franchise. He's back in Texas. But will this be redemption or another detour in a career full of stops?
Smith, I haven't been on the socials because I've been working, but Stephen A., I believe these are your first thoughts on national TV. It comes across your feed that Kevin Durant is a Rocket, and you're thinking what?
I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic for the Houston Rockets. I'm ecstatic for him because I think he's back in the championship equation. We keep forgetting that because of the lack of success that the Phoenix Suns have enjoyed, and he has enjoyed over the last several years, that is one of the greatest players to have ever played the game. He's instant offense, and in his 30s, just like he did in his 20s, still averaging 27 a game, still shooting over 50% from the field, still shooting nearly 40% from three-point range, nearly 90% from the free throw line. He is instant offense. He's 7 feet with a 7'6" wingspan with ball handling skills, a mid-range game, a three-point shot. He can finish in the open court. He can do it all, and he's a bona fide number one option. So any team would love to have that. But if you're the Houston Rockets, you especially were desperate for that because you know that you're exceptionally well coached. You know that you have a lot of good players. You have a young star in Amen Thompson who can do some things. You got a champion in Fred VanVleet. But what you were lacking was that bona fide number one scoring option, that when all things fell apart, you can hand them the ball and say, take me there. Kevin Durant is that kind of player, and the Houston Rockets know it, and that's why they gave up a Jalen Green, a Dillon Brooks, captured the number 10 overall pick along with 5 second-round picks, because this brother is worth it.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Yeah, and
Kevin Durant is headed to Houston, and for the 5th time in his career, the narrator is the same. This time it'll work. This team has enough talent. He's still got it. But if history has taught us anything, is that Kevin Durant doesn't change. The ending does. And not in his favor. This isn't the redemption story people want. This is the final chapter in a pattern of disappointment. Let's start with the facts. So today, Kevin Durant was traded from the Phoenix Suns to the Houston Rockets in a blockbuster deal. The full trade looks like this. Houston gets Kevin Durant, and Phoenix gets Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, the number 10 pick in the 2025 NBA draft, and 5 future second-round picks. Okay, so officially, the deal won't go into effect until July 6th per league trade rule, but for all intents and purposes, the move is done. And on the surface, it makes sense. Houston is coming off a 52-30 season, second in the Western Conference. They've got a young core, Alfaroon Sengun, Jabari Smith Jr., Amen Thompson, and Terry Eaton. They've got Fred VanVleet running the point, and under Ime Udoka, this team is finally turning the corner. All they needed was one more star, or so they thought. Let's be honest, Kevin Durant hasn't elevated a team since Golden State. In Brooklyn, he had Kyrie Irving and James Harden. That core won exactly 1 playoff series. 1. In Phoenix, he had Devin Booker and Bradley Beal. They didn't even make the Western Conference Finals. In fact, Phoenix got swept by the Timberwolves in 2024 and lost in the second round to the Nuggets in 2023. And now, he joins a team that just gave up one of its top scorers in Jalen Green and one of its best defenders in Dillon Brooks, and a top 10 draft pick. That's depth, youth, and future flexibility, all sacrificed to bring in a 36-year-old who hasn't made a deep playoff run since 2019. Durant is going into this season. He's going to be 37 years old. He's dealt with hamstring injuries, knee sprains, and Achilles rehab in the last 5 years. He hasn't played more than 60 games in this season since 2019. In the modern NBA, that matters. especially on a team that relies on spacing and continuity. If KD misses 25 to 30 games, it throws off rotations, chemistry, and development. In Houston, they just gave up their best insurance policies to make room for him. Here's the truth. Kevin Durant has a pattern. Every time the situation gets uncomfortable, he leaves. He left OKC after blowing a 3-1 lead. He left Golden State when he felt underappreciated. He left Brooklyn when it got messy. He left Phoenix when the pressure mounted. And now he's in Houston. And already the pressure is sky high. Because anything short of a conference finals run will be viewed as a failure. The bar is that high. But the reality is, this team just isn't built for that. The chemistry will take time. The depth is gone. And Durant isn't the same guy he was 5 years ago. So what happens next? Most likely another short playoff run. Another exit. Another team asking, was it worth it? Because while Durant is still great, he's no longer a savior. Not in this league, not at this age. Houston went all in for a name. But they may have mortgaged their future for a player whose best days are already behind him. It's a gamble, a big one, and if history tells us anything, it won't end with a ring. It'll end the same way these last 3 stops have been. With questions, regret, and another superstar exit.